For decades, young people have been told that this leads to success and this doesn't. I'm not having that.
Another day, another idea announced on social media.
How are we doing? You okay?
But speaking in Derby this morning, Andy Burnham confirmed how 14-year-olds will soon be allowed to study technical skills like AI and manufacturing alongside subjects like English and maths. The PM says he's determined to get the number of young people not in work or education down while he's still in office.
We've had a system built for too long around the university route, and it sends a message to some young people that they're some kind of second-class citizens. And it's just not right. They need an education system that works for them as well, that offers a path to all young people.
Roman Dibden was excluded from school when he was just 14 after his mum was diagnosed with leukemia. He now runs a charity here in Manchester that aims to help young people get into long-term work. Mr. Burnham's idea involves linking these courses pupils can start at 14 to local businesses so young people can go straight into a job. Roman thinks there's still a lot of detail to iron out.
I think life isn't linear, so I think starting at that younger age is a great and is very well intentioned. However, in practice, we can't predict what's going to happen and what we're going to be faced with. I think if employers are leaning into this and willing to support, that's fantastic, because we know that they'll be then open to support young people longer term, but it's just about getting the details correct.
The young people who work with Roman are split on their view.
As someone who is at university, it's interesting how many of my peers are not particularly that passionate about the degree, but when they were doing A-levels, it didn't really feel like there was a good enough structure for them to follow another pathway.
As someone who's done an apprenticeship herself, it can be sometimes that I'm proving myself to people and say, hey, I'm just as academically smart as someone who decided to go to uni. I didn't do this because I thought I couldn't get to university. I did it because of my own sake and because I enjoyed it. So it'll be really interesting to see how that kind of plays out down the years.
But for some education experts, it's just not the right idea.
I would argue that the most employable are those who are capable of reasoning, who can distinguish a strong claim from a weak one, who are empirical, who can absorb knowledge quickly. And those things don't come from technical vocational specialization at 14. They come with kind of deep and rich encounters with substantial bodies of knowledge.
Details on how this is paid for or what happens if you live in an area where there isn't a lot of industry haven't been announced. Nonetheless, apparently the scheme will be up and running in some areas by 2028. Louise Beale, 5 News.